I had a video about a patent that EA filed that is pretty frightening and how it changes the gameplay in order to spur people on to make financial decisions. And I'm pushing that video to 7 o'clock tonight, and I hope that you'll remember to watch it. This video, however, I don't know. Well, actually, that video will probably come out around 8, but regardless, today we're in the middle of another apocalypse that has built itself up from a nothing situation. Ultimately, this will hurt independent creators, large and small. Friends of mine have had their channels demonetized today. I suspect I got some funny emails from my Incredible Salt Mine channel. Fine, demonetize it. Podcast will go on. The quartering here, I'm unsure. I'm cautiously optimistic that I'll be okay, but it's hard to say. But I have less faith in my Midwestly channel, which is covering more important topics. The reason this video is on this channel is because this is the most important topic. To give you a brief overview of what's going on to YouTube creators going on right now is somebody had their feelings hurt. Who is that somebody? It's Carlos Maza and the rest of the blue check marks on Twitter. Several days ago on March 30th, Carlos Maza complained that conservative pundit Steven Crowder was being mean to him, essentially. He used all sorts of buzzwords like censorious people do, but this is very important. I hope that you'll share this video and consider liking it, and also listen to most of it, because I'm going to make some decisions on what I'm doing on YouTube and how much I want to support them going forward. I already have a BitChute page. I don't make any money from it. You're welcome to subscribe to it and watch my videos there. He complained, and this received 20,000 retweets. Essentially, because Steven Crowder was making fun of him, he was calling on YouTube to deplatform him. Initially, YouTube had sided with Steven Crowder by saying, it doesn't violate any of our policies, so they're not going to remove him. But as of today, they demonetized his entire channel, essentially firing him. I have no idea how much money that accounts to, but it's probably a lot. This is a frightening time to be a YouTube content creator, where it's already hard enough to get my viewers notified. It's hard enough to get my own viewers who have opted in to be notified. YouTube's worrying about abbreviating subscriber counts, while the rest of the world is worrying about the censorious actions. The big corporations moving to protect big corporations. A company like Vox and The Verge are largely irrelevant except for times like this, where they still wield a frightening amount of power over individuals. The fact that Steven Crowder got demonetized is bad enough, but huge amounts of smaller channels were being demonetized today, and from the sounds of it, there will be more tonight. I've seen Sinatra Says get demonetized, and everyone gets the same ice cold email from YouTube. Hi. During a recent review, our team of policy specialists carefully looked over the videos you've uploaded to your channel. We found a significant portion of your channel is not in line with YouTube partner policies. As of today, your channel is not eligible to monetize, and you will not have access to the monetization tools and features. Please go to the monetization page and read about the policy. We know that this is tough news, and sometimes we have to make difficult decisions. We have a responsibility to ensure our community is safe for creators, viewers, and advertisers. At this time, we understand that you may have unintentionally made mistakes. That's why you'll be able to reapply for YouTube Partner Program in 30 days. The 30-day time period allows you to make changes to your content to make sure it's in line with our policies. Good luck ever getting remonetized. Probably never, ever happen. The exact same email, if I can bring it up, was sent to Sinatra Says this morning. I'm assuming the same email was sent to Steven Crowder. Count Dankula, friend of mine, says it looks like every channel that does not side with far left politics is getting their monetization taken away. Carlos Maza just screwed over the entire genre of YouTube because one man said something mean to him. Here's Sinatra Says, the same form letter. During a recent review, our team policy specialist, as of today, your channel is not eligible to monetize. Now, I don't know if this means that you lose your super chats as well, but this is very important. Now, YouTube wrote a blog. Make no mistake about it. This is simply because of Carlos Maza's faux outrage. And he won. That's the disgusting thing about this. Yeah, so what? You can still be on YouTube. Enjoy having your content get black holed. Like Carl Benjamin's content, which is almost impossible to find after he lost his monetization. YouTube wrote today, over the past few years, we've been investigating in the policies, resources, and products needed to live up to the responsibility and protect YouTube community from bad content. The work is focused on 4 pillars: removing violative content, raising authoritative content, reducing the spread of borderline content, and rewarding trusted creators, like The Ellen Show, of course, late night television. As we do this, we're partnering closely with lawmakers and civil society around the globe to limit the spread of extremely bad content. Okay, look, nobody out there is going to be mad if you're taking down, if you're removing beheading videos and like recruitment videos for, nobody cares about that. The problem is when you're a huge corporation like YouTube is, you're going to cast a gigantic net. And that net is going to capture thousands of people's livelihoods in it that had done nothing wrong. And remember, just like the last time where YouTube's last adpocalypse came through because a few Coke ads or Pepsi ads played on the wrong video, the entire platform suffered. We have Carlos Maza, just like the last guy who was... Remember the last guy who was campaigning against YouTube because he found some bad content with kids in it or something? Now, YouTube has always had the rules of the road, including a long-standing policy against hate. In 2017, we introduced Together stance towards videos with supreme content. Okay, fine. That's the problem. Okay? You're not worried about content that you say you use the guise of Nazis and stuff like that, okay? But that's not who's getting caught up in this. Nobody I've seen has been that bad, even bad at all. Finally, it's critical that our monetization systems reward trusted creators who add value to YouTube. We have a long-standing advertiser-friendly guidelines that prohibit ads from running on videos that include hate content, and we enforce these rigorously. And in order to protect our ecosystem of creators, no, you're not protecting your ecosystem of creators. You're protecting brands. You're protecting feelings of people at brands. Channels that repeatedly brush up against our policies will be suspended from the partner program. That means they cannot run ads on their channel or use other monetization features like Super Chat. This is important. I want to remove as much of the revenue out of YouTube as I possibly can. So I was going to tell everyone, hey, use the join feature on the channel to support channels that you want to support. But that will probably be at risk too. So if you have creators that you enjoy, hopefully they have something like Subscribestar, not Patreon, because Patreon is just as bad as YouTube. I've had a Subscribestar that I don't really shill, but now would be a great time to at least read it over and consider hopping in. There's, 76 people here, and I'm super thankful for all of them. And I need to add more value. Between the join function and this, I think that it's important that creators minimize their risk, their exposure. Because we see, if Crowder loses his channel, I'm going to get hit with another avalanche of abuse and will likely get doxxed again. Well, maybe. Now, I disavow, obviously, that kind of behavior, but you kind of asked for this, Carlos, in a way, didn't you? Love to sit at home editing together clips of my abuse in order to publicly beg a platform to pay attention. Love to be an adult gay person and have my identity marked by public humiliation. Well, your Twitter handle is @gaywonk. You are the definition of a crybaby. I guarantee you've used your gayness and your Latino-ness as a shield your entire life. To shield yourself from criticism and ridicule, which is exactly what you're doing here. You don't have thick skin when it comes to online meanies. It isn't about your family seeing people make fun of you, Carlos. It's about your paper-thin feelings. It isn't about silencing conservatives. I don't give a flying F if conservatives on YouTube disagree with me. But you do, Carlos. You do. And people that support this behavior do. It's not even about being conservative. It's about not towing the line. I don't consider myself conservative. But I know my content definitely lives in the gray. And I will undoubtedly be wrapped up and affected by this. We will see advertisers pulling out. You see Steven Crowder. He has been demonetized. And there's a long list of other people here that have been demonetized here. Bin Hamin. There's one. I mean, there's just so many. Ford Fisher. Within minutes of YouTube's announcement of new purge, it appears they caught my outlet, which documents activism. Okay. Maybe he had some spicy stuff. The Drunken Peasants? Really? This video is from 4 years ago, where we mocked a conspiracy theorist, got hit by it. I don't understand. You can see Tim Pool. Steven Crowder has been stripped of monetization, but so have unrelated journalists. Carlos Maza and Vox have gone full scorched earth on all YouTubers and independent journalists. Keemstar, dear YouTube, will the Colbert Show be demonetized on YouTube for saying mean things about fellow YouTuber Donald Trump? Right?
You're the president, but you're turning into a real pricktator.
You know, there's all sorts. I don't even want to play this stuff because they'll probably use it to strike my channel down. But there's some really insane stuff. This is insane. Again, 9 more tweets. Let's see. Aligning with people like Carlos Maza, who's called for physical attacks on conservatives, is just about the dumbest business strategy I've ever seen. Everybody, I'm mad. I have to be nice to Steven Crowder again, but if you love freedom, you have to probably go to blaze.tv. Well, that's an advertisement. Channels are being fully demonetized at an insane rate. Ford Fisher. Sinatra Says. I know that guy. Luke Ford. Extreme Machine. The Golden One. The Golden One. Revenge of the Sis. This is so crazy. On one level, with Vox, Apocalypse is talking about taking down people they disagree with. The other level is about taking all of YouTube down with them so people like Vox can stay afloat. Their target was never crowded. It's YouTube. YouTube fell on its own sword. Maybe. Maybe. At the end of the day, though, I've talked about this. I talked about this in the other video. And sorry this one's ended up so long, but this is about that. These media outlets are hemorrhaging cash. It's about staying alive for them. It's never been about being offended or bad words. This is a scary time to have a differing opinion, and I guarantee you it's going to get way worse. It's disgusting.